So Bob mentioned something a while ago about walking with Jesus, and that brought me back. I grew up in Oklahoma City and in Prague, Oklahoma. We had a 40-acre farm down in Prague. That was my grandpa's place, and so my brother and I were bouncing back and forth. We spent our summers down there. We spent Sunday morning, Sunday night, and Wednesday night at Sunnymead Baptist Church over on Britton Road and May Avenue. And it was there that I learned about the walk at 12 years old. And I've got a verse, some of you may know it, Romans 8:1-2 talks about the walk. Anybody know that one? There is therefore now no condemnation to them which are in Christ Jesus, who walk not after the flesh, but after the Spirit. For the law of Spirit of life in Christ Jesus hath made me free from the law of sin and death. So anyway, that was one of my favorite Bible verses. When you said something about walking, that came to mind. But I'm an Oklahoma boy, as he said. I grew up here. I grew up a dreamer. I fell in love with a guitar that my grandpa had down at the farm. I've got it now. It's a little 0-17 Martin guitar. I used to go down to the farm and sit by the closet until he would say, "Okay, let's get the guitar out." And so that led me to lessons, and that led me to an experience in junior high with a teacher that took an interest in me. I was a shy kid, as proof of my first single, which was called Should Have Asked Her Faster. There was probably a lot of girls I should have asked faster. Some I shouldn't have asked at all. One I would definitely should have asked a lot faster, sitting here with me. This is my wife, Justina, right here. So I met Garth at college. We got to go up through this dream events in our life. We performed for the biggest crowds in the world, biggest stadiums. It was a privilege to get to do that. It led me to get to be on my own. I signed with RCA Records in 1994, and I had my first few hits. I had 7 top charted songs, 4 albums now that I've released. And my friends would call me, and I'd be in Nashville. I lived out there for 10 years. And they'd say, "Hey, I just heard your song on the radio. Did you hear it?" And I said, "No, I was listening to Rush Limbaugh." So I was a Rush baby from way on early, and I was a Reagan conservative. I've been a political guy most of my life, and when you're in the music business, that doesn't necessarily compete with what everybody believes in the music business. I'll just be honest. But I've had the privilege of being a businessman. I led a team of musicians and personnel up and down the music charts. And I started to become a father, and I had 4 kids, and that changed my life. And I get emotional about them because I worry about them. They have blessed me with 8 grandchildren now, so now I worry about them too. So I've been looking at our world as it comes untethered, and it never gets better. It only gets worse. I look at the SAVE Act that I mentioned to somebody a while ago, and I thought, how is it that we have both houses and the presidency, and that doesn't make it to the floor of the Senate? And I'm dumbfounded by it. Our vote is our voice. It is the most critical thing we get to have as citizens to control our future, and they're stealing it. So that is a big concern for me. There's a lot of other ones. Healthcare is a debacle, and we need to get back to free market healthcare. These young people are awesome right here, and you can tell they've got a good upbringing, but there's a lot of kids, inner city kids, that are getting cheated out of a real education, and they're not being prepared for the careers of tomorrow. So I feel like there's a lot of things that can be addressed. I think it needs a really good shot of Oklahoma truth. I think we need to get the white hot light of truth into D.C., and we need to expose the decay that it has become. And so I'm an honest guy. I think you can ask my wife, probably would tell you as good as anybody. I've been a businessman. I'm not afraid to take on a challenge like this. I am the kind of guy that will dig his heels in and find the answers. I've done it many times in my past, and I won't just find them. I want to hear your voice, I want to share your voice, and I want to be a voice back to you on how we're fixing this world. And I appreciate you being here and letting me speak. As you can probably tell, I'm not the greatest at it. This is something I'm learning how to do, but I am sincere. I am running for United States Senate, and I hope you'll support us and you'll vote on June 16th. Thank you.